Misfit shadows creep. In this night you'll never sleep. Bats are flapping in the dark. Hear their wings, they leave a mark. Eyes that gleam in blood hues. Tricks and trees, no time to choose. Dracula's going black, black, black. Chilling whispers everywhere. Ghoulish grins and haunting stares. Midnight Friday fills the air. Ghostly forms, they start to rise. Phantom wails and silent cries. Every corner holds a dread. Nowhere safe to rest your head. Candles flicker, shadows dance. Eerie sights at every glance. Witches cackle, casting spells. In the night where terror dwells. Dracula's go black, black, black. Chilling whispers everywhere. Ghoulish grins and haunting stares. Midnight Friday fills the air.
You're listening to FFOP Radio.
Reach the Hey everybody, and welcome to the show. My name is Dave. This is FFOP Radio. It's April Ghouls around here, kitties.
Ooh.
So buckle up and get ready to be scared. Maybe not. Chris, my co-host and producer, is right over there off camera.
Hi.
So, first of all, a couple of things to address. Yes, I played Splatterhouse on the Sega Genesis. I mean, the gameplay is whatever. It's fine. It's passable. But if you look over here, we got a little something from Mr. Yabo, and you're not missing anything because it's in black and white, even in reality.
Mr. Yabo.
Mr. Yabo. So there is. Boom. Little Route 66 action. Thank you so much for that.
Also, yeah, if FTO is in here yet, that was awesome.
Yeah, way to go, FDO. Intriguing, and very, I don't know, man. It hit me in like the 90s feels, but that's what FDO does. Welcome, FDO. I'm glad you could be here and provide us with that intro. So what have I got for us all tonight for this ghoulish, spooky April's Monday? A couple of things. I've got some commercials from 1993 that aired on Halloween Day. So, probably 60% Halloween related. Going to be a toss-up. And then after that, I've got some straight-up, all mainline Halloween type material. So once we get done with the other, or with one, we can roll right into the other. And again, woo! Thank you for joining us on this very spooky occasion. That being said, let's get rolling with the commercials.
And now, back to the Fox Halloween Bash.
Hi, folks. I'm Bruce Campbell from the...
Whole networks, guys, I didn't stop it already, but whole networks would celebrate Halloween. They say, welcome to the CBS, the NBC, the Fox, whatever it was. The WB, Halloween Bash. Woo!
Adventures of Briscoe County Jr. Don't go away, because there's 2 full hours of The Simpsons coming up.
Universal Studios, Florida. You don't mind if I jump in here?
No, please, jump right in. And then jump right out.
I feel so bad for the characters that, like, have to talk. You can't just wear, like, a mascot head and, like, oh, yeah. Booze, Campbell. Are you saying booze or boo earns? But you guys ever see that show, Frisco County, the Briscoe Kid or whatever his name is? It didn't last a single season, I don't think. I tried watching it. I like a Bruce Campbell vehicle. Nah.
The Simpsons is brought to you by 1-800-COLLECT.
It's very spooky,
Dial
right?
1-800-COLLECT to save up to 44% on
I was
long
going to wear a mask, but I was like, it'll mess with the ability of me to drink.
distance collect calls.
Right. Fox tried a lot of things.
You're out of the house doing that college thing, coasting through 4 glorious
You
years.
did that bleach thing.
Yeah, you did
Where's
that.
Jameson?
He did that bleach
Well,
thing.
just so your parents don't suspect anything, call them 1-800-COLLECT once in a while. It's the
come
new,
on,
cheaper
Rick.
way to call collect. Just dial
Here's any pickles.
1-800-COLLECT and an operator will place your collect call. Now, talking to your parents is cheaper than ever
This is the most popular guy in college, by the way. You see this dude? Not.
before. The only question is,
Look at him.
what do you say?
He's got a.
He's
What
got
is
a
it?
B on his jacket for baking.
Oh.
Jack shit.
Miss you.
See, look at him. He's a wuss.
1-800-COLLECT. Dial it instead of 0 the next time you call someone.
Don't dial 0, you guys. I don't care where you are in the world. If you dial 0 to call collect, you're a fool. You're a fool. There's nothing about that you can change.
None of these are Halloween commercials.
But it happened on Halloween, so, whoa. 1993, does that do anything for you?
No.
10-10-220, 10-10-3-2-1, 10-10-ICUP. There were so many of these fucking things. And they were all... It almost felt like the console wars of my generation, the Cola wars, or possibly yours. But like all of those 10-10-220, 10-10-3-2-1, 10-10, yada, yada, yada. They all were like in a dick measuring contest with celebrities. Because you'd see like Howie Long, and then like Terry... I was going to say Terry Schiavo. That's not right. Terry something. He's a football player. Terry Bradshaw. And like Hulk Hogan would be in these things. And it's like, was there such a, I don't know, because I wasn't calling people back in the 90s. I knew everybody around the house. And basically everyone I did call didn't need to call collect for.
Ryan says, F the U, this is the president. Can you still see me pee? If you get the reference, I'll send a tip.
Can you still say may pay?
Does anybody eat M&Ms like that?
Out of the bag?
Yeah.
Sometimes I do it. I mean, I don't do it anymore, but like back in the day, I'd be like, and then I'd regret it every time. Because if you don't have a lot of practice in it, you end up just dumping most of it in your mouth.
Yeah. Especially the
too.
peanut ones. I feel like that.
Yeah, you look like a chipmunk.
Yeah.
If you've got a Genesis, or a Game Gear, or a Sega CD, there are new Sonic games coming. As you'll see on Sonic Mania Day, they're,
Why does he still have eyeballs if he spit them out, right, guys? This is the hard questions everybody wants to ask. You open them, the color was gone, the balls are still there. Whose balls did he spit out? Questions? Yeah, you'll be demented if you buy
Bob
a Sega
here
product.
has just completed a monster day at school. Bob needs a pick-me-up. Chocolate milk Bob.
I don't remember this guy's name.
I was literally just going to
turned,
ask
like,
you.
54, but he was like every cartoon character ever. He was like on Static Shock. I feel like he was Max from Goof Troop.
Ryan, who is this?
Even if you knew his name, I couldn't be like, oh yeah.
Well, it's good. I wouldn't know it, but
and his work, his body of work,
yeah,
his spooky body of work. Look, it's a monster. Jason Marsden. There you go.
Oh,
didn't maybe know anything
Marsden.
more about him. I know it was like he showed up once. I want to say like it was 5 o'clock Shadow, like basically playing up the fact that he was.
I think we've talked about him.
Yeah, he's a staple of the 90s, like Lorenzo Music and others.
Smooth, rich, creamy. Woo! Look at Bob go. Chocolate milk.
I mean, he's still a monster, right?
You're right.
If you eat a Snickers today, it'll turn you from a whiny bitch into who you are when you're not hungry.
Monster snack idea.
I can handle this Fisher-Price radio control.
Milk was always pushing that angle, too. That chocolate milk was a snack. I never bought that. Snacks are things you have to work your teeth around to process.
Yes.
Like, what a snack. If someone's like, hey, Dave, come on over to my house. I say, yeah, great. And they go, hey, you want a snack? I go, yeah, what do you got? And they go, chocolate milk. I go, first of all, do you know what a snack is? 2, were we just playing with Tonka trucks? And if we were, I can't get mad, I guess.
Control racer, even though I'm only 3.
Or Tyco RC Racers.
I'll be bigger. Then I'll crank this baby into high gear and let her rip.
Yeah, keep the same race car for like any amount of time with children.
Yeah.
3 years will pass, and time to crank it up a notch. As if.
The 2-speed radio control racer from Fisher-Price.
They say you're gonna. Holy moly!
Oh my God, who's driving car? Bear's driving car. How could that be?
Bloom.
That's a full
What are you? Plant life? Please.
That's what I'm saying. You want a snack is a snack and a drink is a drink. And a cookie is just a cookie.
Kooky?
A kookie.
Kooky.
Kookie.
Kooky. My parents,
brick and cake.
when I would say that I was hungry before dinner or whatever, like after school before dinner, it would be have something to drink. That would be like my snack before dinner. So I'd get like orange juice or something because God forbid I had milk.
Tall glass of chewy chocolate milk. It'll really hit that snack craving. What the fuck, guys?
Fills your stomach.
Decisions. You've got
Yeah, you drink like a gallon of it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Even that.
you can make it come up roses. It helps to use this. You see, secret is pH balance for your body's chemistry.
If you're a lady, it'll help with a man, but mostly for a lady.
pH balance for your decisions, your life. Helps keep you dry, confident. So when you're faced with one of
Ritz
these,
crackers aren't cookies. They're too savory. I wouldn't buy that shit.
you won't pull one of these. Secret, strong enough for him, but pH balance just for you.
And it'll leave.
When his arch rival hits town,
Old Spice will really capitalize on this in about 30, 35 years or so.
Oh, yeah.
Martin's career hit rock bottom.
You are the new stripper for ladies' night at the Black Expo.
In Living Colors, Tommy Davidson guests on Martin next Sunday. Mark becomes an evil monster with sinister powers.
You get it from your side of the family. No monsters on my side.
As the Simpsons Scare-a-thon continues next.
The one with the Twilight Zone shtick where, you know, my least favorite, I think, of the little Treehouse of Horrors episode. I didn't find it to be super funny. It's like everybody's just already on with the premises that he's like a monster. And I was just like, and then like, I don't know, the end where he screams because he's like, because he was, you know, happy to be with his dad. And like, but Bart bit him. And then that's the one where like Burns gets put on his shoulder later. I don't know, real misfire for me. I love almost all of the Treehouse of Horror episodes, but that one was especially, I just go like, I don't know, it's just, whatever, 80% of like Springfield kissing Bart's ass. And it felt so cliche too. Like, there are only so many jokes you can get out of the premise, right? Like, Homer is a jack-in-the-box. So he takes him on a roller coaster and does a bunch of other zany shit that would be difficult if you didn't have control over your neck. I know it's a Twilight Zone parody. I get it. I didn't like that episode of Twilight Zone either. I don't know, snotty little kids with the powers of gods that everybody is afraid of. I don't know. I didn't like the episode. Didn't like the parody. Not good. Not good all around. Because I'm like, hey Goober, where's the beef? I said.
finally moving in.
All across
Nancy
this country,
Cartwright played
wherever people dream of having a home.
in the Twilight
you'll
Zone
find
movie, the movie
Fannie
segment
Mae.
based on the original pre-Simpsons.
I think I believe that.
Put it over there.
We don't lend money directly to home buyers.
Oh, be careful with him.
Instead, for over
They're birds and they're carpet haulers.
Yeah.
50 years, we've worked with mortgage lenders to make sure they have money to lend for homes. For a free guide that'll help you decide if you're ready to buy a
Goldfish in a half of a bowl? Are you kidding?
home. Call 1-800-688-HOME.
That's a great house.
Fannie Mae,
Look over there.
showing America a new way home.
I've always wanted to live here.
I've always wanted
We
to
have
live
a lot
here.
of
She's
mouth-
had her heart set on this house for a long ass time. Thank you, Fannie Mae.
What's your favorite Treehouse segment? Asked FDO.
Maybe it's cliche and maybe I'm a tool for saying this, but my favorite is the Edgar Allan Poe, The Raven. I'm a sucker for the classics, but I like that they were able to just basically do the story word for word, but still give it that Simpsons flair and pastiche quality, like where, Homer's having a real issue with dealing with Bart the Raven. I found it extremely pleasurable. It's not the funniest necessarily, but it's the one I enjoy going back to more and more.
Trying to get the most out of my dollars.
Why did he have the bull?
Looking for signs of economic good news? Shop
Mom, Bart's
Lucky.
swearing.
Everywhere I go, I see key buy signs.
Lucky's got over 5,000 key buys.
Thousands and thousands of key buys.
Lucky.
Savings up to 35%.
I look for
I once met a director of the Outer Limits at the airport when we moved to Canada. Give us a place to stay for the night after our accommodations fell through. Nice guy. Oh, you didn't end up buried up to your neck on a beach or something, getting your eyes pecked out by crabs? I don't know, man. I don't know if I would trust somebody with the Outer Limits. He'd probably stick you in one of those machines. This probably has happened multiple times. I remember seeing it a few times, but one of the Outer Limits was David Hyde Pierce. He designed this. I mean, you guys have seen the episode, but it's like a virtual reality chair that you get strapped into. And if you were guilty of the crime, it would basically play out however much punishment you were allotted, but it would be instantaneous because time is subjective in our own minds. The catch was it killed anyone who was innocent, if I'm remembering this correctly. And so David Hyde Pierce gets stuck in it and goes through a whole prison wet dream. Then he comes out of it not dead, and they go, "Oh, I thought it killed innocent people," and they're all just "Oh, whoa, I wonder what the implication." I don't know. It was one of those ones. I probably fucked up a lot of the details, but it feels about right.
Ryan says that's Butt's wife, Tide Chuggington. She sneaks into the store, Butt chugs Tide and brings it home so she gets free laundry detergent.
She farts on all of our stains.
For the baby food section, I look for diapers, I look for salad dressings, spices, and vinegars, etc.
Lucky, the low price leader, just got lower.
And it's free money in my pocket.
I mean, technically, if it's in your pocket, you already own it. It's not free. You worked for it. Mm-hmm. Free money. I can't.
Batman, Joker's turned up at the Gotham McDonald's. On my way.
Oh, good thing that Gotham is such a small town. We only have one McDonald's. I'm on my way to that very McDonald's. Batman out, Mr. Chief.
Mr. Chief.
Robin,
Yes, she's
meet me at
Tide and
Gotham
salad
City
dressing
McDonald's.
and
Right,
diapers.
Catwoman's been sighted there.
They're ours now.
Just imagine Batman's
I'll take Catwoman for the sexual reasons.
surprise when he finds out
You can
everyone's
have a joke.
talking about the Batman Happy Meal toys at McDonald's. One of 8 exciting action toys or vehicles with each $1.99 Happy Meal you buy your
Action
kids.
toys?
What you
Vehicles?
want is what you get at McDonald's today.
Maybe all of
Why
them.
have they been in there so long?
They're probably just
Isn't that, what did I say? I just said Outer Limits, right?
Yes.
Bingo. Yeah, I'm right, Ryan. I may not know a lot, but I know the things I do know, and figure that riddle out.
toying with us, Robin.
Within us all lies a hidden child. A child whose heart soars with the magic of earthbound flight.
Hey. This was almost feeling, that's a Ford Probe, by the way, also not bad car if you like the modern day Escorts. Modern day, him a Ford Escort in 30 years. But this almost felt like the beginning of that Ninja Turtles Pizza Hut commercial from FHE, except when the Enya came in, I go, okay, that's weird.
A
Yeah,
child
of course, who's not going to understand, of us all, who's not going to know a probe, right? It's the Ford butt plug, practically.
who sees adventure in every strip of road.
Not a bad car.
A simple
Underpowered,
design and
probably.
pure uncluttered performance of Ford Probe GT.
GT.
A pure and
No
simple
spoiler.
sports coupe
No
designed to
spoiler alert.
release your inner child and teach him to drive.
In a butt plug.
Enjoy a luxurious 1.6 liter 4-cylinder. I imagine. I don't know. I haven't looked it up. But a GT?
Imagine a cold tablet that keeps symptoms from coming back 24 hours. New FFOP 24. Sudafed lasts 6 hours, Tavis D12. But one FFOP.
Every medicine that isn't like the ones you know, like Tylenol, they're all made for like prospectors in the 1890s. Like, oh, I'm out of my Epidact. You go, well, I got spasms in my lower sciatic.
That gives consistent relief 24 hours. FFOP keeps cold symptoms from coming.
Well, maybe it was a V6. Yet they had Mazda 1.6 and 2.04 bangers. I'm sure they probably did. If they're going to call something a GT, Ford isn't going to like necessarily not do that. Because like whatever, the V6 Mustang versus the GT, there's like a jump up there. All the badging doesn't necessarily mean shit today. Like an ST or Toyota, I don't know why I'm the only one who sees this, but the Toyota racing division, when you see it just on a car like that, it says turd. Toyota turd. I go, I don't know. But yeah, still, Ford, like in the early 90s, not early 90s, mid 90s, because like the early 90s was like the 93 Taurus that you see in RoboCop, which is the future, by the way. Terrible shit. Maybe the mid 90s, the same era that birthed us the Humpty Dumpty style egg version of the Taurus. Not great. And then they had the show, the super high output for a while. I barely see any of those out on the road anymore. I don't know who's putting out full-size cars anymore. I don't know if they're economically a win or whatever, if they're selling. But I miss a Crown Vic. I miss a Grand Marquis. I miss a nice ship-like car, boat, hybrid that you just felt like you were sailing the seas. It was always like the suspension was real mushy and you just felt like you were taking your life into your own hands at every turn. It's fun stuff.
Coming back on November 19th. Make way for a bundle of joy.
Or die.
Welcome home, my son.
Adam's Family Values, rated PG-13. Starts Friday, November 19th at Theaters Everything.
He was born with a mustache?
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to see that installment of the Addams Family duology back then because of the violence toward the baby. Or maybe it just felt like that was a lame excuse. But they say, my parents, my mom especially, goes, no, they're being violent toward a baby. We can't go see that. I know, but it's like slapstick, right? Like it's like cartoon comedy. Baby's Day Out, not barred from us, but for some reason, Addams Family Values. Oh, too violent against the babies.
The babies.
The crime of the century has been solved. We're live from Springfield to find out who laid a finger on Bart's Butterfinger and who will collect the $50,000 reward.
Wheel them out, boys.
Take them away, boys.
Rusty!
I mean, at that point, who cares, right? He's already tied to a dolly. Mm-hmm. Even if that isn't Homer, the jig is up.
Yeah.
That's who's done it. And here's who won the $50,000 reward.
Nancy Fredholm from Hudson, New Hampshire.
Boring.
The one effective detective, ma'am.
Did you guys miss that? I don't know if like traditional media has the punch it used to, because I don't think you could do that. Like go to 7-Eleven and get some 3D goggles, or go get a decoder cup that you have to spin at the right moment when you're watching, I don't know, an episode of Starfire or whatever. What was that show? That doesn't matter. But moral of the story is, I miss companies interacting with people on a large scale like that. You're probably never going to see like on Pluto TV or terrestrial cable or Tubi or wherever you're watching. But like, hey, thanks for watching, Nancy Schlepkovitz. Like, we sent you a $50 gift card for Best Buy. Now, good luck trying to find a Best Buy. I miss stuff like that where, you had to like call in, or like Nickelodeon did this too on their Halloween type shit. It was all pre-baked, obviously, because it would have been a disaster otherwise. But some Halloween character is like, hey, who are you and what's your name? And they go, I'm Jeffrey Combs from Illinois and I'm 6. And he goes, great, just pick a number. And It was a puppet. Pick another number. Oh, you got All Real Monsters on VHS.
Yeah.
It was so fun. It felt like kind of like what we're doing now. It's a warm interaction, a warm medium where there's like no interaction necessarily in the midst of it. You just like write fan letters or whatever afterwards in the post office, pen pals.
Oh yeah, why would Krusty wear a mask and not just take his makeup off?
Because that's not makeup. You guys, Brick.
That was Ryan's question.
Oh my God, Ryan. Ryan. Do you not remember when he... Oh, fuck. And you want to play me at Simpsons Trivia. Rory B. Bellows. Does that ring a bell? Where, like, he basically straight up says, this ain't makeup? Like, when he swims away from the boat that later explodes because the life of Rory B. Bellows was insured for a surprisingly high amount, the color washed off his face is the Simpsons yellow. His clown makeup mask is not a mask. That's his real skin. I'll take my trophy before we even start. Jesus. Just hustling. Sure. Hustlers, I've only seen very few special episodes where somebody gets hustled at a pool hall and their dad or some other old person has to come and bail them out. So, I know what hustlers are, but don't do it to me. I can't take it. Yes, they have flip-flopped on that FDO. However, that does not help my point if I go, well, in the other one, they go, I don't know. No, we're going canonically, his face is like totally white, and his nose is red. He's a clown. Strong disagree, Ryan.
Got milk.
Now you're rich, if you did. Ew.
Happy Halloween!
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of fun, right, guys?
Living Single will not be seen tonight, but will return next week with an all-new episode at its
Don't we all, Brick? Don't we all?
regularly scheduled time. Now, stay tuned for more of The Simpsons Halloween Scare-a-thon.
Hell yeah, it's going to be scary.
Hey, Eddie, didn't you bring your lunch?
I think the scariest Simpsons Treehouse special, if no one asked, but I think if I were to say it out loud unprompted on my own show like I am now, it would be the one where they decide to start eating the children, and I don't know, because they were playing on the trope, right? So it was like Milhouse, Lisa, and Bart left. And like, no, this can't happen to us. Someone will save us. And then Milhouse gets chopped up, and you go, oh shit. Like, all bets are off. I'm sure someone will save the two Simpsons children. I don't know. Because I was a kid when I was seeing that, it sort of hit me because I was basically beholden to the power of any adult above my height because I was a kid. So I was like extra affected by all of the adults in Springfield Elementary who were just like, go to detention, and all the kids knew they were being ground up for food, but not being able to do anything because, I was there. I felt that I never was fed ground up children to my knowledge, but I've been in a situation where you go, there's nothing you can do. Adults are adults.
It's junior high. You don't
showing up
bring
is
your
showing up.
lunch. You buy your lunch. Yeah, I knew that. Do you want an apple juice? This is junior high.
Bowl cut?
You don't drink apple juice. You drink
orange juice. What? Orange juice puts pubes on your pubic area.
Orange juice. Yeah, right.
Florida orange juice. It's got the vitamins, minerals, and taste that make you feel...
I think it was Wendell who did that. And why would you want to eat Wendell? All he does is throw up. He probably tastes like puke.
Feels so good.
Hey, Eddie, you shouldn't slurp your orange juice. Why not? Because this is junior high.
Because losers do that shit, and you're a loser. And he smashes a hitherto unseen big pie in his face.
100% pure
That's
Florida
Peter
orange
Griggs.
juice. It makes you feel so good.
Don't slurp your oranges. They don't do that in Florida.
I'm Peter Griggs.
Shaq. Were you guys alive for that? I was. It's a pretty cool story.
I was.
Typically small. Sold remote control cars, computers, components, others.
I think my dad
Radio Shack,
had
we've
purchased a
always
couple
made the latest
car
technology.
stereos
We
from
were
them.
always in Radio Shack, man. I always needed some sort of adapter or a chip or an audio component of some kind. And they just had big shelves of shit. Now, what do? You take roll of the dice on Amazon. You hope, you pray, and you gets there, and you go, "What's the wrong one now?" Too. Throw it in the pile of the shit that you don't know what you're doing.
Throw it in the drawer.
There's no drawer that you can stick the male socket into the female intake manifold or whatever.
Technology easy to understand for your family. And now our CD-ROM computers make it easy to bring entire libraries to life. Experience the power of
the power of CD. A compact disc? Usually the discs were huge. Uncompact discs, we called them. Because they were big. They weren't compact. But then they came around with compact disc. Then, what's below? A subcompact. No subcompact disc. I was a little surprised. Unless you want to count the Nintendo GameCube, I'd call those subcompact discs. Is this car/disc technology jokes really landing, you guys?
Multimedia computers. Only at Radio.
Oh, we got 60 free hours of America Online, Biff. Sweet, Chad. Let's look up boobs.
Biff. Brick in Australia and New Zealand, they had, instead of Radio Shack, it's Dick Smith Electronics.
Well, we all have to have embarrassing subsidiaries. I don't know if I would walk into a Dick Smith, but I have walked in, it lends itself, right? Here we have Dick's Sporting Goods. So I was looking for something. I don't remember what. It isn't important now, but someone said, "Have you tried looking at Dick's Sporting Goods?" And I said aloud, I never even thought about looking at Dick's. And how dare you imply I had?
Biff Newton. Ryan just found the lady on LinkedIn who won the Butterfinger contest.
Oh, hell yeah. Get with her. See if she has any of those riches left. Be like, "Hey, my name's Ryan Maxwell. I once had a chicken sandwich stolen by Charles Barkley. Not for nothing. A few internet videos I was in. Maybe you'd like to go on a date?"
FDO says there's a Dick's next to the BJ's where he lives.
I don't doubt it. If you got one of those big strip malls, a Dick's and a BJ's, are they ever really far apart? Be honest with yourself.
For a married woman.
It's gonna get right here.
An all-new 90210 Wednesday. Lust.
I'm gonna be waiting here for you in that bed.
Just make sure you don't have anything on.
Passion.
I have been done.
I don't want you to wear a condom. I'm looking for a sexually transmitted disease because this is 90210, possibly Melrose Place, and we've got some kids in the 90s to scare off of fucking.
Yep.
I've left you all afternoon.
I like the idea. Obsession.
The morning I booked, and the evening I have scheduled as well, but the afternoon, fucking.
Leave me. I'm one little girl who can make your life very uncomfortable.
Betrayal.
I just wanted you to be the first to know that it's over. I found Michael in bed with your sister.
Get hooked.
Their sheets always go right over their boobs. Like, how often does that happen?
Wanted to sleep with them, didn't you?
On Melrose Place, all new episodes Wednesdays on Fox.
Introducing one of the most visually distinct automobiles you've ever seen, and the most technologically advanced Celica Toyota.
Wake up, Patrick. Are you having another dream about your crappy jump shot? Type of Juan in the chat if you know what I'm talking about.
Has ever created. The all-new Toyota Celica with sophisticated safety systems, available ABS, standard driver.
Cute. I think the Supras are really fucking nice right now. You know what I mean?
And passenger side airbags. But despite all this technology, when people see the new Celica, it's only one thing that keeps coming to mind.
Dawn.
Dawn in the chat. Type a Dawn in the chat. Yeah.
It's here.
Type a mitten.
Shut up. I tried to get Elliot to say kitten mittens and he wouldn't.
The rally versions are awesome. Brick, I've already lost the thread. I forget what car that was. It's gone. It's gone forever. Unless you had a rally military. Is that what we're talking about? Oh, the Celica. Okay, yes, thank you.
The Tom Celica.
I was just horrified when my daughter had cavities at her last dental visit. I said, "Doctor, what can we do?" He said, "I'll give her a fluoride treatment here, but she's got to brush twice a day the right way at home."
Because you can't have a dentist fluoride treatment.
The problem constantly dipping Q-tips in fluoride and rubbing it in your face.
The problem is with him, when we try and get him to say something more than once, he goes completely off the rails and becomes a nutsack. And so it's never as good.
Yeah, he is insane. He's the worst Hollywood child ever.
Every day, between visits, Crest Fluorostat treats your teeth with fluoride to continue the fight against cavities. It's a fluoride treatment for your teeth
As
at
long
home.
as you have one giant tooth, you're in the clear.
So, Sally brushed with Crest, and her next
Are you guys spooked out by all these scary commercials?
God, I'm so
This
scared.
is great. I've got to act like a mom and think like a dentist.
Crest, a fluoride treatment for your
I've got to
teeth.
be part detective and part forensic pathologist. I need to be a little baker and a smidge candlestick maker.
At home.
To be a mom, you know.
Good evening. Tonight at 10, we'll take you live to a huge block party in San Francisco.
Halloween?
With thousands of people are howling about Halloween. And we'll also tell you about an
Tonight is Halloween. We better hurry because it'll be done soon.
escaped inmate who encountered a little old lady and fled so fast he left his shoes behind. I'm George Watson.
It was not Maurice Wolin. The one thing we know about that man and that old lady is neither of them were Maurice Wolin.
These stories all the news tonight at 10 on Channel 2.
Nice hair.
You know, smoking causes a wide array of damage to the human body. Here's just a partial list of side effects.
Shut up, Chris Griffin. All right, guys.
Number 1, lung cancer. Number 2, heart disease. Number 3, emphysema. I mean, asthma.
Number 4, shitty-ass mushroom bowl cuts.
Strokes, bronchitis, pneumonia, death.
Hey, man. Can I bum a smoke?
Cigarette.
Birth defects.
You were holding a pack. Don't hold out on him, man. Like,
yeah. He asked nicely.
Puff, puff,
kind
pass.
of.
Is that a thing? Hey, man.
Oh, hey, you do have some, you bitch.
Yeah, be like, hey, you weren't going to smoke them, right? Now I got to walk into the corner and face the exact angle where they meet before I start smoking. Like he's in Dreams of the Witch House, but he's smoking in the witch house, which will increase his security deposit.
You mean if I call my son in college the most, Sprint pays half?
If I call my son in college. Oh, God. Bill not Cosby.
Now there's a new reason to
Murphy
switch to
Brown.
the most.
What if I told you he goes to college in Japan?
What if he has a best friend cockroach and they run around downtown New York getting into lollygags and japes? I probably had to bail him out of some sort of pool game at one point. We all had Jello pudding.
No problem. Call anyone, anywhere, anytime,
Murphy.
and Sprint will split the bill on the person you call most.
I don't suppose there's anything...
As they generate the bill, it should be incredibly easy for them to split it because when they cut it in half, they're not actually going to pay the other half. We'll split it with you. Oh, cool. Who's going to pay the other half? No one, dipshit.
you could do about his tuition bill.
Sorry, we have to draw the line somewhere.
Call now and save 50% with Sprint's calling plan, the most.
WWF Royal Rumble from Acclaim. Now on Genesis. More wrestling superstars. More specialty moves than ever. 16 big mayhem.
David's
6
good
men
at
in the
that.
ring action.
What? Do you guys feel a little gay watching this?
Making, like, starting off with one accent, and, like, by the end of the sentence, it's, like, something else.
You can't hold me down. I'm not an impressionist by trade. I'd say oi brava a lot. That's basically it.
WWF Royal Rumble on Super NES and now on Genesis. Get ready to rumble.
Oi brava.
Thank you. Must be
Succulent Chinese meal. See, that's probably way different than
I fucking love that song.
shortcoming.
long going.
Ooh.
He obviously has feelings of inadequacy.
If it's true about men who drive...
Everybody with $180,000 has a small penis. And yeah, prove me wrong, I guess, right, guys? Prove me wrong. Everybody who has a Lamborghini has a 3-inch joint.
flashy cars.
This guy really has something to hide.
And if a guy chooses a car because it's durable and dependable,
What if it's a lady that gets out of it? Then what?
Then they turn lesbian immediately. They go, oh my God, their car choice is so sound. I'm questioning all of my sexuality.
Opposite be true?
Oh man, let's not talk about dream cars. I think for yours truly, I would love to step into a 1994 Dodge Viper RT10. But you know what? The European stuff has its place as well. But like, if I'm gonna blow out everything I own, basically, on a car, it's going to have at least 10 cylinders of American muscle. Sure, the transmission will blow out if I go over 45 miles an hour, but that engine.
I wonder what he's got under the hood.
Yeah, Hyundai Elantra, huge balls and dick.
Have you discovered multigrain Cheerios?
Multigrain. Wouldn't like it. It's interesting. They gotta be heavy.
Dad, do you like rice? I guess so. How about corn? Sure. Wheat's okay for you? I guess. A fourth grain, Dad? I'm not against it. But you want to try these Cheerios? Fuck you. I have no daughter. And he squirts her in the face with a Super Soaker 50 full of hydrochloric acid. Ah! And then, like, he wanders over absentmindedly and takes a spoonful. And he's like, oh, you know, it's actually not that bad. She's still rolling all across the background, smashing her face on the fridge. Dad!
Light, crispy.
Kind of sweet. 4 different kinds of those.
Oats.
Oats. Oh, yeah. Oats. I was going to say
Mystery
quinoa,
fourth
but-
option.
Yeah. Others? Quinoa? Millet? You have a millet Cheerio? I don't know.
Discover the taste of multigrain Cheerios.
What are you staring at? Go try it.
He thought he was rid of his mother
no,
forever.
I didn't.
I'm back.
He was dead wrong. Team Stapleton.
This is Boomy.
Ghost Mom. World premiere Monday on Fox. Will Sinbad
Stop, or my mom will ghost. Right, guys?
trade his sports car for a minivan?
This vehicle is a steal.
It's an
You know
SUV.
this thing about food in front of a Jenny Craig convention. Would nobody steal this?
An all-new Sinbad show Thursday
Probably a GMC Safari, if I had to guess.
on Fox.
When I
Remember that
decided,
show where Sinbad was a genie?
Yeah.
13 seasons it lasted. It's called My Name's Sinbad and I'm a Genie.
to fix my porch myself.
I couldn't quite believe it.
So, who comes to the rescue?
Well, handy he's not. And since when did you get all this energy?
Ever since you got me started on breakfast with grape nuts. It's like you
I
said.
thought this was going to be a deck commercial, and now it's a love story between two gentlemen and grape nuts.
Where'd you get so much energy, Paul?
We lay planks in the morning and lay pipe in the evening, if you know what I'm talking about. Dicks and such.
He said, this box is full of great mornings.
Look, it's right here. Fat-free, natural energy source. I
You
said,
need fat. Meth. Yeah, meth will give you lots of energy. Speedballs. Get you moving.
try it a few mornings.
And I did.
They combine
And it
Ghost
does
Dad and
help
Ghost
keep me
Mom and
going.
made
You know, Dad,
Beetlejuice.
I think I have inherited your handiness.
Yeah, I think you inherited my toolkit.
Oh, they're
That's what he's got.
family.
Post great.
Yeah, obvious.
I thought they were neighbors at first.
No, I feel like they're either brothers or like their father and son, except they're 10 years apart.
Father, son. They're father, son. 'cause
Father, son. I remember when I had him, I was 11 years old, banging my way across the neighborhood. But thankfully, Jeff Fahey took the neighborhood hewer, I don't know what you would call her nowadays. She's just like a lady who constantly banged everybody into that VR setup. This is crazy. So, of course, an 11-year-old's going to get in there. Then he's got a kid, 10 years old, got a 1-year-old at home. Where does he get the time for the money? He can't. It's a hard knock life. That's the entire story of the Lawnmower Man. You guys ever see that movie? Spoiler alert. It's babies having babies.
Grape nut cereal helps keep you
He
going strong
inherited
all
his
morning
hand
long.
jobs.
The Toyota Camry, named best in its
Still
class
pass on
for
my
2
instinct.
consecutive years in J.D. Power.
Yeah, it's a great car. Tell me something I don't know.
Yeah, like how we can afford one.
Hey, do we have any lasagna left?
Do you guys have lasagna? Garfield, is this John Arbuckle and Nurse Joy?
Wasn't she a doctor?
She was a vet. She was Garfield's vet. But listen, this is definitely John Arbuckle and Nurse Joy.
Wait a second, that's just $292 a month for a Camry LE.
Must be a mistake.
Would you turn the sound up?
You can't get a
Give me
Camry
that
LA
remote.
for $292. What are you doing?
Hey, give me that.
Garfield, quit pushing Odie off the table. You've got to go on a diet.
What?
I can't afford a Camry, Garfield.
Toyota dealer and ask about his $292 a month Camry lease program. The more you know, the more likely.
Hey, where are you going?
I'm going for a test drive in a Camry.
It's 10 o'clock at night, Brenda.
You're taking the remote.
Listen
the
to some of
game, honey. I'm John Arbuckle. I've got to watch the big game.
Guest for Mornings on 2, Ashley Judd from the famous Judd family, a fashion show with Willie Bogner and activist Betty Friedan.
Next up, Jeffrey Judd from an unfamous Judd family. Mornings at 2.
That just sounded like a bunch of
Mornings on
words. Like that wasn't.
Married
None
with
of that
Children
made
will
sense
not
to
be
me.
seen tonight.
What you just said.
But we'll return next week
Yeah, that's the news.
with an all-new episode at its regularly scheduled time. Now, stay tuned for more
Most
of
of
it.
it, you can't, like, that's the thing. A lot of these news people, since they're mostly just reading, a lot of their whatever, everything they say, to me at least, just sort of turns into a word soup, or like maybe a giant sub roll, the kneaded bread that Subway makes. You know, just
Holy moly!
Dave's parents commenting on the same commercials.
I know. It's got a way. That's how you do it. Oh, I pushed the wrong button. Sorry, guys.
Way to go.
More of the Simpsons Halloween Scare-a-thon. Now back to the Fox
that
Halloween
one she
Bash
didn't have
from
a
Universal
skeleton in her
Studios,
hair,
Florida.
We want to thank everybody for hanging out all week long. We had a good
spring break. Woo!
Do you remember
hope you
Cartoon
did
Network
too.
did Scooby Doo 24-hour marathon? I do
That
not.
was before Boomerang became a thing. Like I don't know. It felt weird growing up in my day. Hey, shooting horses and picking rats out of the cornmeal.
Where's my Anderson?
But in all reality, what I did see was Slice turn into Sierra Mist, and Cartoon Network, like Roger to Rogu, had like a budding event and popped off the Boomerang Network, and that was for old people. Why were they watching cartoons? They weren't. This is before the bloodless need for nostalgia of the modern era.
Halloween, everybody.
Fox and Nestle congratulate Nancy Fredholm, the winner of Bart's Butterfinger contest. Fox's Halloween Bash was sponsored by US Air.
Bitch.
Do you want a jam? Get new Nestle Crunch Jamming Bars. Rip into rock. Unwrap the...
I was coming up. Cartoon Network was playing Goosebumps marathons for Halloween? Huh. Here's the thing. I didn't grow up with cable. I had to get it from other family members. But you're a young pup, FDO. Like by the time I was like transitioning out of Cartoon Network, there were already so many live action shows. Like when Andrew WK popped up, I go like, okay, it's the slow death. It's like when when Married with Children got their kid 7, you go, this is over. When Paul Reiser and Helen Hunt had their baby Mabel rather, and Mad About You, show over. When Ross got with Rachel, over. Chenandler Bong.
The rap, jazz, and reggae. Collect all 12 Nestle Crunch Jam and Designs.
Back in my day, says Brick, we didn't have cartoons.
Yeah, you just had cave shadows, like a Plato's Retreat sort of thing. Not a Plato's Retreat. Not perverted, hopefully. Shit. You guys ever collect those special edition candy bars where you had to open them to see what word was in there? And if you go, I felt so stupid. It started with beer cans, probably, where they go, yeah. Those dudes who collect beer cans, like Montgomery Wards and Sears in their catalog, would sell decorative, maybe not decorative, but at least functional displays for your beer cans. Holds up to 38 beer cans. Yeah. Here's a couple of problems I have with that. They are typically aimed at hobbies where you're like, oh, God, like spoon collecting, shot glass collecting. You go, isn't there anything better you can do? Second of all, if they do come in the thing you want, never enough. Like I've got a little Hot Wheels cars that I would like to put in a large display case and just hang so you can see them all. In increments, completely useless.
Yeah, like 16.
So I can find them up to 50, but when you have a lot, what do you do with that? And it's so big, because you have to keep in mind, when you hang something, especially if you're filling it with bric-a-brac, like shadow boxes or whatever, the weights from the cars don't disappear as you place them into the display. So you have to find something rated to hold 150 pounds.
Right.
Fucking disastrous. That's the problem.
Get new Nestle Crunch Jam and Bars.
FDO, she never remembers that. It's always like ass first and sideways. Ugh.
This holiday season,
We need a dog.
We've been through this 100 times.
Look who's talking again. And then his dad took him to heaven.
join Molly and James,
Now we have 2 dogs.
Mikey and Julie,
Q-tip that dog.
and Rox and Daphne
I coughed up hairballs better looking than you.
as they experience the Christmas they'll never stop talking about.
Did you get that reference, guys? Because she was in the Star Trek movies as a Vulcan. Get it?
I hate this haircut. My butt is freezing.
Look who's talking now.
Technically, your butt shouldn't be freezing. It has hair on it. The section of her sciatic nerve above the butt but below the lumbar, that might be freezing. That was a fucking terrible movie.
PG-13 starts
terrible.
Friday.
Excellent. Wait a minute. Hey, guys, there's more.
What about the tip, bitch?
Guys.
It's a pizza guy, man.
Much more, guys. Like free HBO for a month. Free HBO. Free HBO.
Don't you have to get back to the place, right? You can't just like hang out on TV.
Yeah.
I also mentioned it's free. Prove it. Just hand me the coupon, guys.
Here we go. Whoa.
Buy any Bigfoot pizza and get a free trial month of HBO. Just mail in the coupon.
What 13-year-old kids are like, oh yeah, dude, pepperoni and green peppers. No fucking way.
Well, back to you, Jen. Who are you?
Bigfoot pizza, a legendary value.
Spoiler alert.
Good evening. Coming up tonight at 10, we will take you live to the Bay Area's biggest Halloween bash where thousands of people are partying tonight. Also tonight, Hollywood mourns the sudden death of rising star River Phoenix. He was just 23 years old. Are there enough taxi cabs in San Francisco? It is a controversy that's made its way onto Tuesday's ballot. And an inmate who is...
Why? Sierra Mist had such a great...
It's a prebiotic now.
Well, yeah, don't they call it Star Soda? I feel like that's what it turned into. We had Slice, Sierra Mist, maybe Star is put out by a competitor, the Coca-Cola company. We used to split a Bigfoot pizza for lunch once a week in high school. Oh, Star, yes, thank you. Not for nothing, like all those, the 90s were the king of the giant whatever. You could order pizzas, because this is before Super Size Me, obviously. That motherfucker ruined it for all of us.
Yep.
But you could buy a pizza like that has the same footprint as your house. I don't know. I'm glad that those things don't exist anymore, just simply as a consumer, because like I would feel drawn to buying 70 yards, like square yards of pizza. But then after you eat so much of it, it's like Homer with the sandwich. You don't want to end up like for the principal dying from some sort of botulism.
Right.
Who escaped from Vacaville State Prison this weekend left his shoes behind. We'll tell you how that happened. I'm Leslie Griffin. We'll see you at 10.
Thank you.
I'm going to have a baby. Right now.
It's the return.
Right now.
Welcome home, my son.
It's the return to the great outdoors.
Summer camp.
Our Amanda's already skipped 2 grades. How about your boy?
Probation.
It's the return of family values.
So you still desire me? The old ball and chain.
Forever.
I'll get them.
Adams.
Raul Julia was such a good actor. That's so sad. Like him and Jim Varney. R.I.P. Gone but not forgotten. Take it too soon. One love, etc.
Family values.
What? I didn't say anything. That's the baby's nickname. What?
Rated PG-13. Starts Friday, November 19th at theaters everywhere.
With Joan Cusack, one of my favorite crazy person actors.
It's Red Lobster's Big Combo. 4 great tastes, just $8.99. Or our bigger combo. 5 delicious seafoods. Or our biggest combo. 6 tempting tastes. Big, bigger, biggest.
I mean, what are they giving you? 5 types of shrimp? And some crab legs, essentially, if you look.
Combo.
Yeah, this is all shrimp. Oh, try 4.
Different kinds of shrimp.
Yeah, 5 shrimp, 1 piece of fish, and you can up it. We'll put a crab leg on it. Congratulations. They're all tiger shrimp, you guys.
Starting at $8.99 only at Red Lobster.
Come for the Cheddar Bay Biscuits. Stay for the Cheddar Bay Biscuits, based on literally every numbskull who goes there to eat and then tells me about it. Yeah. Congratulations. Like breadsticks are at Olive Garden, Cheddar Bay Biscuits are at Red Lobster. A good decision is neither place. Ta-da.
If you were to
The
take
pinball machine based on the Addams, based off the Addams Family movie, is the best-selling pinball machine ever.
I'm totally fine with that. The problem is that I don't know, the Addams Family is one of those yoked out concepts, like the Munsters, that's been done and done and done, and like they had animated versions of it. At least, I don't know. I still haven't seen the.
They had Wednesday.
The show. That, but like the Rob Zombie led or directed, whatever, produced reboot of the Munsters. I don't know. Fred Gwynn is like so perfect, and he's got that low voice. When I saw the trailer for the new Munsters, I don't know. I didn't want my Herman to have that voice. It just wasn't. I don't know. Then again, we're talking about rebooting franchises that are 90 years old and hoping they'll have legs with modern audiences. Like,
View every honor, every award, everything positive people have had to say about the Toyota Camry and put it on a wall. You'd need a very big wall. And now there's the
one we found that was big enough was in China, and I think you guys know what I'm talking about.
new 1994 Toyota Camry with dual airbags, a new V6, and built in
Fred Gwynn was the
America.
best.
Imagine the wall we're going to need for that.
No doubt. I had a 99 Camry that had like almost 300,000 miles on it. It was my secondary beater car. And my parents' neighbors were like, oh, we need a car for my kid. And I go, I guess it's for a good cause. Then within a matter of moments, they threw a rod through the engine. That thing had another 100,000 miles on it. Fuck. Was it a succulent Chinese wall I speak of? Yeah, a succulent Chinese wall.
After most meals and snacks, plaque
Get your hand off my penis.
pH can fall to
Camry's
levels
never
where
done.
acid starts attacking teeth. These attacks can last
Why
up to
acid?
2 hours, increasing the risk of damage to your tooth enamel. That's when chewing extra sugar-free gum can help. When you chew
Nope.
for 20 minutes, the chewing action produces and distribuutes more of your mouth's natural defense, saliva,
Saliva.
which helps neutralize acid within minutes.
Licking the face of a partner will do that too.
So in addition to regular dental care, after eating, chew Wrigley's extra
Whoa, you think they're in that cafe in Paris and that's Jean-Luc?
sugar-free gum, because chewing helps nature fight the acid attack.
Cavity
What
creeps.
lies before you will appeal to your deepest desire for self-indulgence. So big, it defies human logic. So decadent, it's sinful. You crave it. You must
It's gotta
have
be a
it.
jumbo jack of some kind.
It's the Colossus from Jack in the Box.
Colossals.
2 quarter-pound beef patties, 3 kinds of cheese,
Too jumbo for the jack itself. The colossal jack.
8 pieces of bacon. No hunger can escape it.
I mean, because you're too busy with the diarrhea and the anal leakage ruining all your shorts.
The harder you practice, the harder you are to beat.
Got milk?
It's all about concentration.
There's a hunger inside you.
If I get hungry, I don't leave. I grab a Snickers.
I grab it as unnaturally as possible. When I'm hungry, I grab a Snickers. Well, yeah, he doesn't have like 9 Eastern European bloc trainers and dietitians screaming at him 24/7. They go, hey, dude, to get calves like that, grab a Snickers.
With fresh roasted peanuts, thick milk chocolate,
It's like when Homer ate those Apple Power Bars, and they were just basically Chinese newspaper.
and caramel. Snickers stops the hunger.
I hate practice, but I love to win.
6 wheels of blazing
I mean, not to throw shade. I think the 90s aesthetic is good. I might be okay with that.
speed. Scorcher 6x6.
Oh,
6
damn.
wheels to burn up the road. And the
I had this shit. 6 wheels, you guys. 4 of them were, the only driven ones. The 2 front ones basically just didn't do anything. They weren't attached to anything. They were just there for the looks. But a Scorcher 6x6, I thought this was the future. Tyco made shit, and they sold it on the TV. You didn't know anybody who made, aside maybe New Bright, you probably knew because you just knew they were sucky and trash because they were so cheap. But Tyco with, the Scorcher 6x6, the Tornado one that had there were just so many of them. The claws that would come out from, there were so many gimmicks. I don't remember all of the names, but if you watched TV and there was a remote control car commercial, it was Tyco shoving it in your face like Buzz Cola.
The fastest 360 spins ever. Radio control rechargeable 9.6 turbo power. Scorcher 6x6.
I don't know
Battery
who
pack
Deng
required.
Xiaoping is, Ryan.
It was I imagine he's the Chinese emperor, not the emperor, but like the prime minister. Meh.
Sold separately. RoboCop is back. Back online. Back on duty.
Shooting dudes' dicks through ladies' dresses again and again.
You called for backup. RoboCop 3, rated PG-13.
Oh, he was the president.
Starts November 5th.
Yeah, prime minister.
Has Bart joined the living dead?
We have to kill the boy. How'd you know he's a vampire? Vampire?
The Simpsons scare us.
He was a zombie? Right? They're not above reusing jokes.
Continues next. This is the all-new 1994 Mitsubishi Galant.
Unlike the Nissan Altima, there's nothing small.
You know, good on Mitsubishi. They still exist. You know, they're still out there being their thing. Daewoo folded. Mitsubishi, still a thing.
About the Galant. It features a longer wheelbase and wider track. More hip room, front leg room, and shoulder room. All this and dual airbags at a starting price of $14,020.
Yes, Ryan, I do.
Means the Altima can't measure up to the new Galant.
Special leases on the all-new Galant S start at just $199 a month with only $1,000 down.
Bonjour. Here is a letter from Mrs. Signe Morton.
Oh, man.
My favorite Snapple flavor is your creme de vanilla, but your French is incorrect. It should be creme de vanilla. Check
Yeah, we took artistic license, bitch. Shut up. Thanks for writing Snapple.
your expert.
Crème de, in French it's wrong.
De?
Crème de vanilla soda.
Crème de...
Et non pas de vanilla.
Non, 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 non. Crème de...
Not for nothing. Snapple was, I assume still is, tasty. Yeah, it seemed like a high-quality product. The commercials were a little...
zany.
Yeah, I don't know if they were zany, but they were definitely like, I don't know, they felt like they were appealing to my aunt, who was the only person I knew who drank Snapple. So they fucked ton of it, and it just felt like all of these commercials were dead set to make her buy Snapple.
I used to drink it like in high school all the time.
A big mistake.
Recently, Jim Holland made the longest ski jump in history. He stayed in the air for 30 minutes and flew the equivalent
He's still there today, living his life, making his dreams happen, finding a wife, all in the air.
36 miles. This incredible jump took place in a wind tunnel, and it was all part of an off-season training program for the U.S. ski team made possible by Visa and its card holders.
So basically, he did nothing. He stood in a tunnel and they blew a wind over him. Yeah, the flippity flop.
Visa,
Says
the only
taking a
car that
snap in Australia means doing a number 2.
Snap.
helped train these athletes, and the only card accepted at the 94 Winter Olympics, where Jim Holland hopes to make the second longest ski jump in history.
That's like getting on a wheelchair on a treadmill and saying like, oh, I traveled 700 miles on this wheelchair, but all you did was like hold the sides as the belt moved under you. Feels a little weak.
Karen, listen.
I don't hear anything.
Exactly. The town crier's finally
Did
asleep.
somebody say large fries? Right, I guess.
Told you little driver do the trick.
I'm impressed.
Well, then how about a quiet
How about a little hand job in the car?
for two?
Sometimes the extra value in extra value meal is the time it gives you to get.
Did they whisper in the like at the speaker? They're like,
double cheeseburger.
We got a baby on board.
Okay.
Double quarter pounder. I'm gonna quarter pound her later. Have Knuckles.
That's nice.
Start driving,
What's
bitch.
more around the block, sir?
What you want is what you get at McDonald's.
They didn't even start eating their food yet. They were sitting under their terrace in their
They drove all the
open
way home.
carport.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to bite this burger. I'm gonna go with that dick, right?
Citibank has really given us a new sense of self because we have our own...
ASMR.
There you go. One thing I loved about this time period with like the talking head, like shot as a documentary type commercial, like the one we're seeing now, where like you're obviously seeing actors, but they're like, yeah, the thing I love about Citibank and the thing I love about how fresh Dunkin' Donuts are or whatever. It's like, I hope like boomers today getting caught off guard and feeling AI images are real. I would like to think that no one was like, oh, wow, this is just a bunch of 90s Gen Xers talking about the banks they use. I don't know. It does have like an air of nostalgia, but it's like being nostalgic for an old West ghost town that's nothing but facades. Like there are no buildings. It's just like you can look at it and you go, oh, there's the whorehouse, honey. Why is the door not open? Well, it's simply a single sheet of wood. So that's why.
own identity.
I have a Citibank Visa card, and it does have my photo on it, so I have one less worry.
And not only that, but you can pick what you like. So it doesn't look like a DMV photo.
I don't know why.
They gave me up to 3 choices.
Other credit cards aren't doing the same thing. We need a photo card. The family members can tell us apart.
Introducing the first credit card with your...
So I guess if you go into a family-owned business, they'll know if one of you is committing fraud.
Right.
Otherwise...
photo and signature on front from not just Visa, Citibank Visa.
Thursday, move over Thelma and Louise.
We're in pursuit of 2 female suspects. One has high blue hair.
Springfield's favorite mom turns outlaw.
My blue hair! What a freak! Ah, it's Marge!
Find out why Marge is on the run.
Cool.
On an all-new Simpsons, Thursday.
Thursday was the day, guys. I don't know where you were and what part of the world you were living during the 90s, but Thursdays were king. Because that's when the new Simpsons was. I was always watching it on like a 2.5-inch black and white TV screen on a portable, like the size of a briefcase, but the screen was smaller than the screen on this camera that I'm using right now. We would just sit 2 inches from it and watch The Simpsons in glorious black and white.
Bad to the bone.
Now.
Only your Ford dealer is the Truck Authority, and only your Ford dealer has the best-selling compact pickup in America, the Ford Ranger.
Bad to the bone.
Right now, drive a new Ranger for just $192 a month on a 24-month red carpet lease with no
Toyota
money
had
down.
back in the had to have been the 90s, 80s.
They call it just a pickup here, but the Hilux or Helix, little four-banger.
My pop-up had that version.
Everybody had one. My dad had one. I used it for 100,000 miles.
It had no air
Just
conditioning.
24 months, nothing down, no deposit, and just
crank
$192 a month. See your local Ford dealer, the Truck Authority, and prepare to be impressed.
Get ready for those forearms to burn as you roll down the window 18 inches. You have to be committed to pass
The
someone
success
mustard.
of any organization of human beings really depends upon how well they can work together. So we try to hire good attitudes. I think the easiest way to lose success is to become convinced that you are successful. I think American Express has a distinctive market. I've really been very appreciative of not just the card itself, but the service behind the card.
American Express is welcomed on airlines all around the world.
Oh, just kidding.
I mean, asterisks.
Kind of partial to his corner of the world.
Why do you call home?
Ask for money.
Yes, I'm calling for money. Money. Green stuff. Money. Monetary units. I call
My parents are drug dealers, so I call them for the green and smoking the chronic.
for emotional
Baggage.
Nah, I call for money, man.
Now when you call collect to
All
ask mom...
these fucking 40-year-old college students, right? They just can't get their feet into them. Spread your wings and fly. This got 5 o'clock shadow, like the worthy of... I don't even get it to this day, and I'm a full-grown man.
and dad for money, you can save them some.
Oh.
Introducing 1-800-OPERATOR from AT&T. There's no lower price.
1-800-OP-E... The 10-10-2-20, right? Operator. That's
For
it.
collect call. Just spell it out. 1-800-OPERATOR.
spell it
Remember,
out.
if it's not
You're in
1-800-OPERATOR, it's not AT&T.
There's money left over, so where else would it go but to me?
Join the army.
People are always grabbing each other's hands, like very slowly and meaningful when I was a kid. I remember seeing that a lot, just like people getting pulled out of quicksand or out of the mouths of alien monsters. It was always just like this loving wrapping of the fingers around somebody else's arm.
Yeah, it
And
was
then,
always
like,
just a forearm. Like,
but then if you cut to their eyes, you know, the one hanging was going to just let go for no reason.
Yeah.
Well, see ya. I know we just did that whole like, doo-doo-doo-doo, but for nothing. Yeah, people are constantly giving high fives, saluting, thumbs up. You know, it seems like a really cool place to be, the military.
what did you do today? Earn money for college. Into the army.
That was a saluting and high fiving.
Coming up on tonight's 10 o'clock news, it is usually the wildest party of the year, Halloween in San Francisco. We'll take you live to the Monster
I mean, wilder than Mardi Gras? Come on.
A bomb explodes in Reno, causing
Thanks, Obamacare.
substantial damage to a government building, but the motive is a mystery.
All the news is next at 10.
More shoulder pads after this.
Ever since I was a little girl, I knew I wanted to fly, and when I got the opportunity to fly jets, I just had to go for it. I wanted to buy a fun car that
Looks like a butt plug. With a Saturn twin cam or whatever this is. Jesus.
gave everyone else on the road an impression of my personality. And therefore I was looking for something fun and
car made out of plastic. I bet she's cool.
sporty and sleek and looked like it could possibly take off if given the proper runway.
And wings. You hear that four-banger like really going to town.
It goes by the lofty title, The American Dream. But it's also known as the fixer-upper with 1.5 baths, or the new wagon with room for 10. On occasion, it goes by the name, the orthodontist said braces, for both.
What?
So if you're Bank of America, you stand by to help with the money. No matter what the dream's called. Even when it answers to Jenny.
This is something that goes on even today. Like bankers, or rather commercials around banking institutions, give off this impression and make you feel that like a person you'll see once a year is like invested in you and like going on a safari or buying a vacation house in Singapore or whatever. And they go, what does that look like? And you go, oh, let's whip out the old Excel spreadsheet and we'll see where we're at.
With Bank of America, we'll show you.
Oh, yeah. It's exciting as a weekend with Batman. There's no way. Like, you'd have to have so much money at that point, you'd be employing them yourself. Like, not walking into a B of A to be like, well, let's talk about my 10 large today, Kenneth. And he goes, oh, God. Like, what is it now? Do you want to buy a hippo? Like, what's up?
Any college freshman,
Ryan,
class of 2000.
No. For me, no. You've never tried to learn or tried flying a plane, right?
Nah.
I don't go on planes.
It costs money.
He did some classes for free.
Yeah, I mean, it would be fun. I would totally do it. But
Hell to the
Banking on America. Bank of America.
Pretty easy to see who my daughter takes after. I've got her funny laugh and my talent for raising perfect kids.
We don't know
Fortunately
who
for
Dad is.
Minus 6 years. What?
those perfect kids, I have your energy. Well, I did get you started on breakfast with grape nuts. Yeah, she's right. There's all this
energy. A family tradition in the 90s. It was like, hey, you know what?
Grape nuts.
I don't know what's worse, like being 40 and have a daughter half your age who looks your age. I guess that is the worst, because why would a 20-year-old want to look 45? Grape nuts.
It's energy right there in the bowl. What's here on the box? Fat-free natural energy source. But I told her you have to try it yourself.
And they can't lie on boxes. So we ate a bunch of grape nuts. We all got metabolic syndrome. It turns out we were a little off base.
Mr. Yabo.
After a few days, I realized with a good breakfast, I have all the stamina
okay.
in the morning.
What?
And I like the taste. My grandkids are
good. He says Krista's never flown, but she's been known to crop dust from time to time.
You got to watch out for this, especially on a plane. It's like a hat on a hat.
You want them?
I don't fly anymore.
Post Grape Nut cereal helps keep you going strong all morning long.
Meh. So there's that.
And now, back to the plot.
Yeah, we're not going to. Okay, so there you go. That was hoping for a little spookier time. Not so much happening. But you know what? That's
We've had like 2.5 commercials.
On an actual Halloween day, you're not necessarily going to get super spooked out. So don't worry about it. I've got some real...
No, it's
Spuds McKenzie type commercials. Hold on, let me make them nice and big for you. All right, so yeah, these are regular old, like Halloween related, not just shit that would happen. But not for here's another old man Dave ranting coming. There must have been like there obviously was much more of a competitive market, because now I don't know. It seems like anywhere that offers commercials, be it YouTube or Pluto or Amazon or whatever, if you have one of like the lower tier ones, it feels like they're able to snag like 3 or 4 companies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what service you're watching. Like the one thing that puts me off buying something is like getting repeatedly marketed it. So like all these streaming services that have the same 4 commercials, I go, well, I know which thing I never want to experience because I've had an impacted ass full of it already. Never even bought it.
Yeah.
Buzz McKenzie, and it could be you. Look for this plan at the Bud Light Psycho Sweepstakes to win a Bud Light party with Spud McKenzie at the Psycho Mansion. You could even get a mug like Spud's at participating retailers. Wow!
You'd party with a dog on the set of a movie. I would like the girls. Like, leave the dog at home. He's got other shit to do.
That Spud's so cool, it's scary.
fucking dog, bro.
And now we present Scary Tales.
Shout out, Brio.
Tomahawk steak.
Yuck.
Everyone wants to say.
And on what planet would you put chocolate and vanilla together and they're both equally prized?
A gold cake with vanilla frosting, devil's food with chocolate, raspberry with coconut, all with cream centers.
Cream. I don't know what is up with everyone who said cream back in the old days. It was like cream. Like it came from the bottom of your throat. I would say cream. But like he feels like he's putting a little of the Eastern European into it.
Cream.
Cream. Ooh, raspberry and coconut cream.
And more.
And more. Zinger.
Right now, in specially marked bonus packs, you'll find a pumpkin decorating kit and
Funny Bones. Type of one in the chat if you know what they are, because they're not a West Coast thing.
Ones, nothing. It doesn't exist. I don't even know what you're talking about. Star Crunches, everybody knows about.
I don't know
Funny
what those
Bones. The hell? Tasty Cakes?
Of course I remember Tasty Cakes.
Oh, we got a 0 in the chat.
FDO.
It negates Ryan's once. We're back at 0. Never happened.
and 2 extra zingers.
Trick or treat!
1 trick and 2 treats from Dolly Madison.
Plug up
Great
that
Halloween
butt.
parties begin at Walgreens.
This is not
Candy,
depressing.
party decorations, masks,
Let me help you put on that mask. Like, oh, wow.
costumes, makeup. Everything you need for Halloween fun now at Walgreens.
Who did your makeup? It sucks. Ah.
For great Halloween fun, pick up some spooky decorations at Walgreens. Just $7.99 each.
That's like $17,000 in today's money for something that runs off 2 AA batteries that laughs at you all night.
Sound-activated Halloween figures, battery-operated pirate skull, witches, skeletons,
All
and
battery
more.
operated.
Stock up on
this
Halloween
is
candy,
solar.
too. Walgreens has a wide selection of treats and goodies of all kinds. And it's time to order your holiday photo greeting cards. Put your favorite photo on any of 6 beautiful designs.
Oh, joy to the world. It's Halloween still, man. Like, this is even... It's not even like saying you should check out these Thanksgiving-related cards. It's like, yeah, we all know what's happening. As soon as you're ready to throw away that face paint... Joy to the world. Thanksgiving, fuck it. No presents, right? And obviously, Halloween, the pinnacle, spooky and candy. Christmas, a close second best, annoying family members, but presents. Thanksgiving, what? Nothing. You're welcome.
My birthday.
All orders include a free marker
Ryan,
pen. Treat
my
yourself
favorite
to
tasty
savings
cake was
this week at Walgreens.
the peanut butter, the one with the peanut butter in it, chocolate coated
The Nutty
peanut
Buddies?
butter. No, tasty cake. It's called like a candy cake or candy something or other. I don't know. But Funny Bones were, I want to say, I don't know.
Which bones? Zany, your cousin.
Chocolate covered, and there was peanut butter in them, and oh my god, they were so good.
Walgreens.
I don't know why they weren't on the West Coast. It was weird.
Oh, I do enjoy an evening with a little
Polaroid,
light.
guys. Polaroid products are second to none.
When your video heads get dirty, you lose your picture. Not a pretty sight. Happily, this new Polaroid video cassette will help you.
So when you're illegally recording National Football League games, you know, sleep a little easier at night.
It actually cleans your heads as it plays, so dirty heads needn't haunt you.
Wouldn't that just make the tape dirtier? I'm so confused.
New Polaroid video cassettes. Get the picture?
Halloween doesn't have to be spooky.
Easter seals, guys.
Not with Easter Seal Safe Halloween.
Happy Easter Ween, everybody.
Coupons. The safe treat that
Who doesn't like a clean head? I mean, dirty ones get so... I mean, the gunk.
is treatment. Safe Halloween coupons are good for treats at stores and restaurants. Give them to trick-or-treaters or treat yourself. Give Easter Seal Safe
Yeah, treat yourself. Instead of going and buying donuts at the store, like let's say at Dunkin' Donuts, buy an Easter seal from somewhere, take it home, then go to the donut shop and use the instead of money. Guys, that's how they got Homer at Itchy and Scratchy Land. Yeah, it's like regular money, but it's more fun.
Yep.
It's not. It's just another step between you and the thing you want.
Halloween coupons because Halloween should be warm and friendly.
Available at participating stadiums.
Hi, I'm Bob McGrath, and I'm here to help these kids trick-or-treat for UNICEF.
At 4 o'clock in the
to
afternoon.
tell about how UNICEF...
Yeah, that's what they wanted us to do in the 90s and the late 80s. They were like, hey, go out to trick-or-treat when the sun is 4 fists above the horizon. Any lower, and there'll be perverts of all sorts abducting you, or haunted masks, or like aliens that were passing as jack-o'-lantern people, you know.
Provides basic health services and emergency aid for children in 119 countries?
No, we'll
do that.
So, what do you want me to
That's
do?
a bird.
Ring the doorbell. We can't reach it.
Oh.
Not worth a second take or finding another kid.
No, she was fine.
For more information,
Yeah,
call
we get money instead of candy, and then we just keep it.
1-800
Mr. Yabo says one of the best costumes he's ever seen was when someone dressed up as a giant UNICEF coin box with the giant coins to match.
No, that's not bad. I'll always applaud, even if it's not scary, I'll always applaud effort in a costume. Ouch. Thanks again, Mitt Romney and Bain Capital, for like actively, like, I don't care what you feel about George Lucas. Mitt Romney destroyed childhoods.
Yep.
Toys R Us has the Big Bird Halloween costume and the Yoda Halloween costume.
It's like if the Dark Crystal was made by the producers of Wish, and they got access to all these IPs.
For trading.
Is that a good reference? How about Temu?
That's probably better for the times.
You young whippersnappers don't know what Wish is. Commercial's so nice.
Halloween Toys R Us doesn't miss a trick, and the prices are a treat. We've got costumes for
Looks
all.
like you were talking to someone online who identified themselves as a 13-year-old girl. That's a trick.
Toys R Us kids, even grown-ups, and loads of candy, makeup,
Of course they
masks, and
still have
more.
it in
Toys
Canada.
R Us will make your Halloween
Candy, everything there. Dark Crystal is only one of many that traumatized me as a kid, Brick. I'm sure maybe you feels like most people I talk to come on one side of this coin. You either saw Watership Down or The Secret of Nim. Very seldom have you seen both. I saw The Secret of Nim. Pretty much more fucked up, I feel. Haven't seen Watership Down, but Nicodemus the fucking owl, enough said. Nicodemus. John Carradine.
Are you ready for some new Halloween fun? See what happens on the Halloween that almost wasn't.
The end to a beloved 2,000-year-old tradition. But my mind is made up. I quit.
Have fun with Judd Hirsch, Mariette Hartley, Henry Gibson, and a wonderful cast of spooky characters. And
not worth naming.
Find out.
Saturday at 1:30.
That's the thing that I miss, like one-off Halloween specials. Like there was cartoons that would be one-off Halloween or one-off Christmas things, not from necessarily recognized properties, but it would be recognized characters. The one I saw so many times as a kid, I'll never find out what it is because the name escapes me. But it was like all the monsters got together for either like a race or a party or something. And I don't know, if you do see something like that, it feels like AI slop or like that really overused type of animation you see nowadays where it's like CGI. It reminds me of like the Barnyard where it's like the cheapest turn and burn type shit. Or like the Halloween tree is a big one, but that's not the one I'm thinking of. I can't think of it.
We were telling ghost stories in the Fun Fruits jungle.
And they started laughing.
Often
They
hoping.
always did.
And the skeletons scared
All the traumatizing kids movies.
It's actually provocative for a skeleton, don't you guys think?
I never saw like The Last Unicorn or The Secret of Nim or any of those as a kid. Like the traumatizing ones for me were like the Disney movie, like this Fox and the Hound.
Yeah, but I mean, these were to the next level. Like
Right.
Rockadoodle even was like pretty fucked up. Even though it has Glenn Campbell as the main guy, it's so like the concepts of death are I don't know how to describe it. Like there's a point, you probably hate it, but there's a point in it where like they're going down a pipe in a chest that has a bunch of holes in it, and one character played by Eddie Deason is actively poking holes to let more water in, and they're all going to drown. It's very...
We watched You had me watch Rockadoodle.
Yeah, it's very stressful. So if that didn't make a dent, I don't know.
And that's how we discovered new Fun Food Spooky Food. With skulls, ghosts, and monsters. And Fun Food space shapes.
Have you
with
seen
aliens, astronauts, and
I know we're
spaceships.
just going to pause this again. Have you seen the... I saw a video of it on Facebook about like Snow White and how the ending of Snow White like is really just her being dead, like actually dead, and when the prince comes, he's taking her to heaven because like
who cares? That's the thing. It's like people grasping at straws. Not to get too like there's not spooky at all, but the new Snow White, she's not Snow White. They're not dwarves. It's not the old story. It's a disaster. I think people are trying to find meaning in something because they're diehard Disney.
I'm not talking about the new one. I'm talking about the old one, the Disney movie, like not the animated one.
Again, great reference.
Well, we were talking about traumatizing movies, and then I brought up Disney movies and Fox and the Hound, and then it reminded me of the Snow White thing that I saw.
It's good.
Because you never go down rabbit holes.
No, but at least I tie the body parts together because the Frankenstein needs a monster at the end. You can't have a leg tied to an arm, tied to a head, and you go, well, put the pieces together yourself. Well, I remember watching Snow White. April Ghouls. I think she was just dead at the end. Oh, cool. How does that relate to the stories from earlier? Well, one was about Disney. There was an animated thing. You guys do the legwork, right? That's what you want from a comedian or any sort of show. You want them to like give you the pieces and be like, is it clever? Well, it's on the eye of the beholder. So I get it. I get why you did that. It was a smart move.
Thank you, Brick.
New fruit snacks from Sunkissed Fun Foods.
Give me 5.
New Fun Foods.
Yeah, but Brick's totally insane. Let's be real. He doesn't need pickles.
Face shapes and spooky food.
They are the children of the corn. They must obey he who walks among the rows. And they live in a world where adults are not allowed to live. Children of the corn.
You taxi driver.
A new kind of nightmare. An adult nightmare.
Ooh, an adult nightmare.
Yeah, David goes away on his own rants, and then he's like, I don't know why I said that. But that's cool. I can't be like, well, Dave, you did that.
In the meantime, I'm trying, to piece it all together.
Holy moly!
This week's FFOP Divorce brought to you by Snow White.
Right, because why are you bringing up something from 90 years ago? 90 years ago a thing happened. Was it Halloween related?
You don't have Riz.
Check local newspapers for theaters and showtimes.
Something about that face.
Introducing Spooky Goop, horrifying monster makeup you make up at home. Spooky Goop's bubbling lizard lips, backbones, and toe-toes create a ghoulish goo that makes a monster out of you.
Now
that's
a lumpy thing.
Yeah, you got sprayed with popcorn ceiling texture, and now he's gonna have mesothelioma in his later years. They go, close your eyes, son. I'm gonna spray this lead-based arsenic popcorn kernels on your face.
The face no mother could love.
Spooky. No, we're not gonna do anything about your neck either, because that doesn't break the illusion. Nope. You just have a pink-ass neck above a green drywall face.
Spine-tingling makeup for Halloween.
That's multi-grain Cheerio goop face.
Last year, one of everyone's favorite candies appeared in a Halloween sign.
Oh, great. Who are you? No guesses, and again, nothing. What are you guys doing? And who's this, your mom? Oh, yeah, she's playing a doctor, a lab assistant, something like that. Oh, I got a son who's a big nose and another big nose. And what are they? I don't know. Hey, what are you kids? I don't know, just give us the skills, for God's sake.
Size pack.
Skittles.
And word spread quickly.
Is this the house that gives Skittles?
To confusing costumes like us?
The master of suspense, Stephen King, comes a tale you'll never forget. Silver Bullet, Halloween night at 8 on Movie 30.
That's a pretty wild movie, you guys. It has, number one, the patron saint of the show, Gary Busey. But him and a kid in a wheelchair fight a werewolf.
What?
Halloween.
Hollow's Gate.
Fucking chicken.
Darn, I knew I should have worn a costume. Yo, Bo Peep, what you got in your bag? Introducing Roy.
These costumes is going to make the sex they have later very awkward.
Are just big chicken deals. Two plump and juicy pieces of fried chicken, hot, crisp fries, and a fresh baked biscuit. Roy Rogers' big chicken deal, just $1.99.
Don't you even think about it.
Gary Busey.
From the master of suspense, Stephen King, comes a tale you'll never forget. Silver Bullet, Halloween night at 8 on Movie 32.
Corey Haim, maybe?
Now
We
a
should do a
small-town
movie
newspaper
watching
man
thing in
gets
the
his
Discord
first
of
big
that movie.
assignment.
I've got it on DVD. You've seen
Really?
it. Yeah.
I've seen it?
We've definitely seen it.
I have not seen it.
Yeah, we have. Ben bought it for us years ago, and I've seen it.
Oh.
You were there.
I don't remember a lot of movies that we watched with Ben.
It had Gary Busey, your favorite.
Yeah, he wasn't my favorite at the time because I didn't
stars
care about movies.
Exist.
This funny, spooky Halloween classic, The Ghost and Mr. Chicken.
Boo! Harvey the Rabbit.
It was a Halloween party where fantasies come true. I put on Showtime makeup and did a dance or two.
Imagine like the horror you would feel if someone's like, "Come over to my Halloween party," and they were all just fucking mimes.
It's like the Dream Bunny makeup, all those weird clowns.
Boys and ghouls were hanging out like that.
Terrible. And then you just go like, "Oh, this is the party. I gotta go get my car moved back into my garage."
Tigress too. My Showtime face was all in place then. Rock Angel, I saw you.
It's Showtime, the adult Halloween makeup. Showtime
More
is
adult?
hypoallergenic, more comfortable than masks, more fun too.
Brick, there's a lot of movies that we have allegedly seen together that I don't remember seeing.
You are my fantasy, but I can't speak to you.
Make up a Halloween
No,
fantasy
we're gonna have the quietest sex at the party.
with Showtime makeup.
As they're banging, he just gives a really big, "Okay, this feels pretty good. I'm a mime."
People love peanut butter. Some people love chocolate.
Other idiots bring peanut butter and generic chocolate into the movie theater. Oh, you like some popcorn? No, got a jar of Skippy. Jif? Yeah, Jif and Skippy. There was no such thing as Jiffy, guys. Stop doing that. Mandela effect.
But the taste they make when you put them together is a
Skippy. Jif? Jiffy didn't exist. No Jiffy.
Shazam?
Kazam.
delicious taste all its own. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Yes. Reese's, please.
Jiffy Lube,
Me too.
yes. Hey guys, we only sell Reese's peanut butter cups. Maybe next time find each other sooner. Throwing peanut butter and chocolate together in zany situations for going on 70 years now. Why can't you guys just realize they're good together? Choosy mummies choose Jif. Boo.
Milk chocolate and creamy peanut butter.
Oh, I love Reese's.
Red taste in one candy bar. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
She yanks his crank.
In the laboratory of Dr. Frankenstein, something incredible was created.
If you say Reese's, you're a brain dead. Reese's feces.
Yeah.
Feces pieces?
The great taste of pure
It
milk.
takes a brain dead monster to do it, you guys. Oh, hey, not rocket science, but people are accidentally stumbling upon the thing that made Reese's a dude. I know, but I stole it from literally hundreds of people. I put peanut butter and chocolate together. I'm Reese. This is Reese's Pieces. Fucker.
Milk chocolate and delicious peanut butter.
You don't like this?
Unfortunately, no one would listen. And so the world would have to wait for the two great tastes that taste great together in Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
That's how the mythology
So
goes.
who's up for a little trick-or-treating?
It's gonna be fun.
Let the spirits move you with
Slimer and the Real Ghostbusters Halloween Special. Next.
Rayovac, Burger King, and Channel 47
They're
want
all
kids to
coming
have
together
a
for you
bright and
kids.
safe Halloween. Once again this year, Rayovac
Kids'
is
bright
providing
light.
free personal kid-sized
Yeah,
flashlights.
saddle your kid with the knowledge that they'll probably be stolen off or hit by a car. And on top of that, you can give them a bright light the size of a VCR that takes 9 D cells. So just add another 40 pounds to your kid's back.
It's for use when trick-or-treating Halloween night. These flashlights will light the way to safer rounds of the neighborhood.
Look, pretty safe here, kids, right? Because the sun is up.
Yeah, you just
Get your flashlight. Just come to any Madison Burger King on
buy
October
one.
30th and
Yeah,
ask
free.
for one. No purchase is necessary, and Burger King will give you a special treat bag
Why do
and
they
a
already have
coupon
their
good for the soft
costumes
drink of
on?
your
It's
choice.
the day before.
The supply is limited, so get to Burger King early.
bag.
And remember, be safe this Halloween. Wear light-colored costumes, be extra
Bring your dad, who looks like Chris Farley in that Van Down by the River sketch with you.
careful crossing streets, and ask your parents to check your treats and throw
Notice how you're the only ones out there, guys? Because it's daylight. It's this man and his 2 dumb kids, and they go, Dad, shouldn't we wait until it's at least past 3 p.m.? And he goes, no. Trick or treat.
I gotta open up a beer by 6 and sit on the
any
couch.
unwrapped ones, just to be
partially
safe.
unwrapped.
We'll
Fuck
help
it.
with free flashlights from Rayovac and a special treat from Burger King just for the asking. It all happens Thursday, October 30th only at the
Betters
Madison
included.
Burger King near you.
Buyers.
And happy
You
Halloween.
couldn't find like
Rayovac,
a free
Burger King,
creepy
and Channel
track,
47.
creepy track. This was just like a happy.
That was spooky. They couldn't afford batteries. Rayovac got those covered. You got to buy them. Ooh, we dipped them in chocolate. Dracula loves them.
It's the most Halloween commercial we've seen tonight.
We've seen this one dozens of times at this point.
I know.
And it gets more irritating every fucking time. You couldn't make it in, like, say, bat or pumpkin a little, like, once?
Quaker granola dips, a hauntingly wholesome Halloween treat. Chewy granola
Yeah,
dip
when I think about getting scared, I worry about wholesome things.
in real milk chocolate. The perfect treat for your little monsters.
There's goblins, there's ghouls, there's spiders.
Yeah, those boxes were like $4 for 6 bars. Yeah, you're gonna spend $14,000, but here's a chewy granola bar. Hopefully, you give a fuck. Yeah, sitting next to a Twix or a Snickers or a bag of Skittles, you go, yeah, I want the granola.
I
dips,
loved
Mom.
Kudos bars.
Ugh,
I
trash.
fucking loved those.
Kudos was the worst of the worst. That's the truth. Yeah, the Quaker chewy granola bars, you could have those any way you wanted.
Sure.
Room temperature, chewy, throw them in the freezer. They're now crunchy. You had it all. You had it all.
You could have put those. You could have put Kudos bars in the freezer.
But it was disgusting. You Pop-Tart skags don't know shit about dick. That's why we always, on the higher echelon of society, ate toaster strudels and chewy granola bars, while the rest of you scum fucks are eating Pop-Tarts and Kudos and Zero bars. What sort of disgusting sycophant would ever eat a Zero bar?
Yeah, Kudos bars were the best of the bunch, and they had M&Ms in them.
But look at that witch on Halloween night.
Some of them.
She's the first one with a blinking pumpkin light. Pumpkin light flashes so everyone knows she is near. Pumpkin light makes
Oh, wild praise. Wonderful. Well, that's what I want to write on every box of Kudos bars. They were tolerable.
Halloween safer and scarier this year. Then pumpkin light safer for a spooky
Zero
pumpkin
people ate
too.
zeros, what you
Just
meant to
pop it
say.
right
They
in.
probably
and watch
were
your
better
pumpkin go
before they
boom.
changed
Here's where
Yeah, they
pumpkin
were better when I had to walk uphill both
Recipe.
ways in the snow. My
light's
bad.
waiting for you.
Available at Pathmark,
Wasn't that
Genevieve.
35 years ago, the Ninja Turtles movie came out, and Kudos always sucked balls.
and Rickles Home Centers.
See me, everyone knows what time of year it is. It's Halloween. This Halloween, make sure adults see you coming with shiny, bright yellow Halloween safety bags from
Hooray,
Pizza
my
Hut and
costume's
28 WPTF-TV. And be careful trick-or-treating this Halloween. Tell your
We're
parents
going that
where you're
way.
going
You
and
guys can get trashed on eggnog that you bought too much of in preparation for Christmas.
It's like high noon.
Yeah, they're going out to kill people for their candy.
who who's going with you. Before you go out, you can pick up a free Halloween safety bag. Come to any participating Pizza Hut restaurant and pick one up. The Halloween safety bag is free from your friends at Pizza Hut and WPTF-TV.
Smile. Hold the bag. Nice.
Halloween's a perfect
for you guys.
Time for baking
Spooky cookies! Just roll out these very sugar cookies, bake and decorate, then feed them to your goblins! So much fun, man!
Those both pirates!
Morning, Billy looked like any other boy, but as the moon
Did you guys know he was Lon Chaney's great-great-great-grandnephew?
He turned into a werewolf. He used new Pa's Halloween makeup
He
kit.
got made fun of.
Yep.
His friends did too. Look, Mike's a vampire.
Hell yeah, Hulk Hogan was in a lot of stuff. You guys remember when he... Oh, God. Oh, it was in his run of like a big giant guy being, in a normal situation. I want to say it was these Urban Commando, but like the guy, he makes him shit his pants. They're out fighting around a limousine, and Hulk Hogan's holding this guy up, and he goes, "What's that smell?" And the guy he's holding it goes, "Dookie!" Thank you, Suburban Commando. "Dookie!" And he throws him. He shit himself. Hulk Hogan's scary.
Amy's a ghost. Pa's makeup is safer than masks. It never blocks vision, and it's hypoallergenic too. So watch your kids turn into the creatures they really are with new Pa's Halloween makeup kit.
Stick to Easter Paws. Like, chill that shit out, right? So every time Burger King tries to make a hot dog, it's like, I appreciate the effort, just don't.
This place was once a funeral parlor, wasn't it?
Yeah, totally.
What was that?
Now it's a place where teenagers have sex, because that's where teenagers love to have sex. In spooky places where a lot of people died. I'm scared already. Feels like a really, like where they blow out the budget of one episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Night of the Demons. Where you going?
Sex and die.
Night of the Demons is not a Tales from the Crypt related one, right? Because that was Bordello of Blood and something else. Something Demon Night, not Night of the Demons.
Last Friday.
I didn't see the
You're
VHS
searching
boxes
for a
in
monster.
Blockbuster.
It's hard to find, but here's a hint. He's one of a kind. Monster Mash.
I got him.
It's a wacky smash. Be the very first of
I'm
my...
glad this concept still exists. My kid has lots of things that you're supposed to smash. And
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
In the fiend and then give him a whack and start all over again. Monster
Is this Halloween to you guys?
It's a wacky smash.
Monsters getting together, enjoying each other's company.
Monster Mash.
Ryan,
Wacky fun from Parker Brothers.
Plays it to this day. What are you doing there, Senator Joe Piscopo? Shouldn't you be in canned heat with Treat Wilson?
On Halloween, you reach for the best-selling beer that tastes great, never light.
Scared Silly, starring Ronald McDonald.
Yeah, Brick
and the
Elliot
Chicken
tries to
McNugget.
just like start slapping everything with the things that you're supposed to slap in the game. Yeah.
Arnold, nice to see you in this neck of the woods.
Don't
Come
break
on.
the ice. Is a little
What are
bit
you
of a challenge.
making? We're stirring up
It's
secret
pretty funny,
sauces for dipping.
Well,
Let's
well,
make
you guys
sauce.
ever hear about the nuggets that came and taught us all about how to make them?
God, do I?
Small.
Oh, well, at least I got my hair done.
My hair.
I have an idea.
Stick your asses in these savory sauces so I can lick those asses later. I'm Ronald McDonald.
McDonald's sauces. You can always count on them to be terrific.
It's a good time for a great taste.
I'm gonna murder all these chicken nuggets.
McDonald's
Oh,
has
you have so much like clothing and hair in your mouth afterwards? Like, ugh.
a monster of an idea. Happy Halloween certificates. A book of 10 is only $1. Your gang can turn them into free dessert treats like cones.
Succulent Szechuan dipping sauce.
Ample-sized sundaes at McDonald's. Each book also comes with a mail-in certificate for this free Roger Rabbit when you buy your video cassette of the smash hit Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
It's definitely not for kids.
McDonald's Happy Halloween certificates.
Well, you know, they made toys for Rambo.
A deal so good, it's eerie.
Oh, boy, there should be some wildlife around here.
Surprise!
The McDonald's Happy Meal guys.
Regular soft drink and regular fries.
What happened to the burger and the cheeseburger?
They're dead.
What do you put in your McDonald's Halloween pumpkins?
Booty and McBoo, matey.
Hey, cram it full of me booty. Copies of Cutthroat Island, the most famous pirate movie in the world.
Golden McPumpkin, partner.
Now you can collect one of 3 different pumpkins with the purchase of every McDonald's Halloween Pumpkin Happy Meal. What you put in them is up to you.
Ever hear of a gift certificate that turns into a soft drink? Oh, it can happen this Halloween.
Pumpkin a little too excited.
Yeah.
You give out McDonald's Halloween gift certificates. Kids take them to McDonald's.
They're world famous products. Would you look at our menu and order a product, please? And then leave?
And they get a McDonald's soft drink. A book of 20 Halloween gift certificates costs only $1. And can turn them
so
to 20
thirsty. I need so many
drinks.
regular sized soft drinks.
Halloween.
Nobody can do it like McDonald's can.
Nobody.
I'm Count Scary, and it's almost Halloween. My favorite holiday. Is there any other one? And McDonald's has a great...
There's plenty. But I love locally shot, produced commercials. Like, this guy's just a franchise owner.
Yeah.
And safe Halloween tree for those scary creatures who come to your door. McDonald's gift certificates, and they come in books of 10 and for just $1.
You can buy one extremely huge one or 10 very small ones. That's the only sizes they come in, and I hope it isn't inconvenient for you, the home viewer.
What a scary value. And each one's good for a regular soft drink at participating McDonald's.
These are simply empty cups, and why do I have 2 of them? I would like more fries. I would want fries. Yeah. I want drinks. Don't give me drinks. I don't come to McDonald's for the drinks. You come to McDonald's for the fries and for the diabetes.
Diabetes.
So, it's good for a normal-sized soft drink. Oh, what the fuck? Sprite is everywhere.
Yeah. My fine crew, boys and girls.
But watered down Sprite is only at McDonald's.
Will somebody give me a hand?
Oh, that watered down orange drink. Boo! Welcome to your local Schaumburg McDonald's. Not embarrassing at all.
Dave does a better accent than this guy.
I was about to say, but I'm glad you said it first. Even I do a better accent.
I'm ready for Halloween.
And if enough trick-or-treaters don't show up, you're ready for next Halloween, too.
No way.
I'll punch you in the face. Because I'm an abusive man. It's the 90s by way of the 50s.
Because Laverdius will give me full credit on all unopened bags of candy purchased at their store.
I mean, store credit. Full store credit. So you can buy more. I mean, what? Yeah, this fat guy's going to be like, uh-oh, we didn't give away all the Twixes. I'm returning
this
them,
12-ounce
honey.
bag of Whoppers milk
Duds.
chocolate or a 10-ounce bag of Milk Duds chocolate-covered caramels, only $1.59 at all Laverdius super drug stores.
How sweet it is.
She hates him.
What was the cereal commercial? I want to say it was the Flintstones because of that delivery, but it wasn't. How sweet it is. I think it was like a Sugar Smacks type bullshit with a dog.
Anybody? Brian?
Oh, yeah.
What strange creatures are lurking in the night? Oh, Skullface.
Mummy Face, too.
Look out. It's Skullface, Mummy Face, and Goblin Face haunting our lawn.
What a frightful sight. Yes, Mom, this Halloween your kids can have fun creating their own scary disguise.
Spend that precious 10 minutes alone with them before sending them out into the streets by themselves. Good luck, Skullface. I always miss you.
Eyes with Kooky Spook's makeup. They just smear it on. When the makeup dries, it cracks to make them look really old and ghoulish. Adding a sheet and the costume's complete. Kooky Spook's makeup kits. 6 frightening disguises to choose from.
You have to supply the sheet, because seriously, come on, guys. So we're giving you 2 tubs of makeup. You have to meet us halfway.
Look who's pouring Kellogg's cornflakes. They got a
Nerd
special place
alerts. That's
on the
Reed's
front of a
cornflakes.
package of Kellogg's cereal. They sit down to a familiar face. The face of a
Did they sell that Frankenstein limited edition box? Type a 1 in the chat. For no reason.
cornflake lover. The face of a new friend.
And the rest. Oh no, there's a Bigfoot on my cornflakes. Yikes.
Monday on CBS.
There are a lot of weirdos out tonight.
Including Kate and Allie as they get into the spirit of things.
Whoa!
Sex perverts abound on Kate and Allie.
I've never heard of this
Then
show.
a teen idol pays a visit.
I'm gonna die!
I remember watching Third Rock from the Sun with Mary Albright. She was, I think.
I remember Third Rock from the yes.
Yeah, and I go, oh whoa, doing things. There's Albright for you. One of those
Ladies
weirdos.
handle him
That is a fabulous jacket.
You can have it or not.
Nice
Oh
pants.
yeah, the
My
cornflakes
sister
box is
said-
like the ring. When you see your picture on your dead center.
friend, I
When you eat the last bowl, a ghost comes out of the box and strangles you.
love the big taste of chocolate in this little Hershey's kiss.
Hershey's Kisses, the little kiss with
Get
the
your own
big
green
taste.
sex slave with the power of chocolate.
Next to
kisses.
my big kitty, I adore the big taste of chocolate in this little Hershey's Kiss.
Oh, damn it, FDO.
Quiet, Woodrow.
For the big taste you can't resist, it's the big taste of chocolate in a little Hershey's Kiss.
Next to my big friend, I love the big taste of chocolate in this little Hershey's kiss.
Yeah, you guys are lovers. We get it. I get it. What are we doing here? Honk, honk.
Hershey's Kisses, the little kiss with the big taste.
How do you not? Krista stepped out of the room, but how do you not remember Laverne and Shirley? We all had Nick at Night.
Like so many American chocolate lovers, I was relieved to hear about Hershey's new Bar None. Its unique combination of chocolate wafers, chocolate cream, peanuts, and pure milk chocolate make Bar None the supreme chocolate extravaganza.
I was never a fan of wafers, like the crunchiness. The Kit Kats are probably the biggest touchstone for most people. I was never a fan of wafer-related anything. Kit Kats being the obvious exception because there wasn't much of it. But I remember your grandparents probably did this too. They had those like packages of the pink, the white, and the
chocolate,
like cream. Ugh, fucking.
I used to
gross.
eat them because that's what they had.
Wafers. Yeah, if you didn't have anything to choose from, you'd go with the wafer cookies or candy or whatever. Ugh. Kit Kats, again, get the pass. Everything else, trash.
Bar None, but will it satisfy
My monster is Sting Kong.
lurking in us all?
That's Joe Pesci in there. Yep, you took one
Mansion
single
at
bite.
Long Branch is a living, breathing.
Vanilla wafers are different. I mean, like in a candy type scenario with disgusting.
They had like the hash marks on the.
Yeah, or like they'll be like lemons sometimes. They're all gross.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that. I don't know. It felt like a very artificial cream sugar conglomeration with a bunch of. It's awful. Vanilla wafers though, totally fine. You know, I mean, nutritionally bankrupt, but fine. I'm not against those.
Breathing nightmare of more than 30 incredible rooms, each with its own very special surprise. Wander through its myriad of secret passageways and winding labyrinths. Discover the graveyard of the living dead and its unimagined terror. There's Renfield and his spiders, the Prince of Darkness, Count Dracula, and many more.
Hide and kiss behind his cape.
At the haunted mansion at Long Branch, it's waiting for you.
Quarterback Art Schweitzer and conference co-leading Ohio State battle the Boilermakers of Purdue in a Big Ten Cullen, plus other regional confrontations. Then haunting national action as undefeated Penn
You'll
State,
be scared by how good the football is. Anyway, we got.
the #1 team in the nation, attacks Miami.
This looks like Super Bowl I.
Yeah.
Switching through Saturday on ABC.
This teeny little super guy looks like a Pixar movie.
Little boy loved his babysitter to death. From the master storyteller
Did you know there was a
of
Legends
horror.
of the Hidden Temple board game?
Yeah, it was one of those things that came and went, and by the time I was cognizant of it and cared, I was like, yeah, I remember that. Here we are.
And suspense.
Oh, I thought it was like
John
new.
Carpenter.
I thought it was at like Target.
Death has come to your little town, Sheriff.
Donald Pleasance and Jamie Lee Curtis in a tale of terror that just won't die. Halloween. Monday at 8 on KPDX Fox 49.
Vancouver, Portland, serving 2 countries.
Can you get a spaghetti drop for Ryan? He's going to bed.
God!
Puma Man's one of the better of the latter day. You know, I'm obviously a Mike fan over Joel, but Puma Man, it's up there. The editing is a little aggressive, and you kind of miss a lot because of that, but yeah, not bad. Starfighter's one of my favorites.
They're not real. But he is a real nightmare.
Still real.
Donald Pleasance.
The second one. Adios, Ryan. Thank you for the super chats. It does fall like
Next
more.
on TV5.
Oh, well, damn it.
From the people who brought you Halloween, more of the night he came home.
More of the same, because it made a lot of money, guys. Come on, you want to see it.
Halloween 2.
There was nothing
Just
within
wait till
it,
the
neither
third one.
conscience nor reason that wasn't even remotely human.
Don't miss the all-new Halloween 2.
More styrofoam doors.
He came home. Halloween 2, rated R.
It's scary.
The horror continues. Now playing at a theater near you.
Or far away from you. It could be either or. With that being said, I think that's probably good for the night. I think we got the commercials they chose to play on Halloween in 1993 weren't exactly scary, but now, I've got some tingling in my spine. I'm also kind of sleepy, so that's what we're going to call it. Thank you so much for showing up. Thank you, Ryan, for the super chats. Those are, now more important than ever. Appreciate everybody showing up. We'll probably have another something coming maybe this week. I know we've got a big Earth Day thing coming, so please, get pumped for that. It's kind of like Cartoon All-Stars Save the Day, but instead of drugs, it's the Earth. Instead of being against it, they're for it. You guys know what the Earth is. I assume you guys know what drugs are. That's it. So thanks so much for showing up. We will catch you on the next episode of FOP Radio. And until next time, that's it. Smell you later.
Bye.
For this, try to.
Fistful of Podcasts Radio.